everybody, this is Alchemisted, and this is the first time in a while that I've recorded some Star Trek Online footage. Last time was in October, and ever since then, I have been attempting to record new footage, but the game, for some reason, the audio wouldn't be picked up. So I recorded a ton of Star Trek Online footage, and it was non-viable. I felt I could not upload it because the game volume was non-existent in the footage for some reason. So Metroid Fusion has suffered a bit of a setback. There's been some rendering shenanigans. A massive chunk of the game is gone. This isn't the footage that I rendered. I learned that lesson a long time ago to double check when I render, so I'll know how the fuck this happened. So that's why there was no update. I was also watching the news fairly constantly last week, which is why there was no update then. Sorry about that. So in lieu of Metroid Fusion this week, there's going to be some Star Trek Online. This is also sort of a test run to make sure that my new settings work. So this is why the view is sort of so small, and I really apologize for that. I'll read whatever text pops up. I'll read the dialogue out for you so you know what's going on. But I've sort of optimized it. Like I said, trial run. I'm still working out the kinks. I'm recording it at half size just to make sure my computer isn't lagging, because those of you who have been following been having some overheating problems as of late. So I have a desktop fan cooling my CPU now. A big motherfucker. It's about as big around as my forearm, really. It's a pretty huge fan sitting right next to my computer, and that's what's cooling my CPU. So, yeah, there have been quite a few additions to Star Trek Online, and after I do this, I may, and depending on whether or not I'll be able to make the update next week, I may take you on a tour of them. But we are going to do a mission this time that I did before, but it was in a group. So I didn't really have time to read everything all the way through, because whenever you're doing something in a group, everybody's always bolting through the dialogue, and I didn't have the chance to read it. And the mission involves a character from the Star Trek Expanded Universe, that character being Admiral Leonard James Akar. And there's some chatting going on from Clan Hunters in my chat box, which I should have, which I should get rid of, because I'm no longer a part of Clan Hunters. I'm no longer a part of Space Neon Lobsters either, but Space Neon Lobsters are defunct. They are, yeah, they are totally fucking gone. I don't think there's anybody from SNL who still plays, which is really sad. Because I'm recording at such a small size, I've upscaled the game's user interface, but I've sort of had to hold myself off from upscaling it all the way so it doesn't obscure what the hell I'm doing. So maybe that'll help, and if it does, good. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I tried. So let's go ahead. The mission is a Romulan mission called Saturday's Child. So let's go down here, and I already have it highlighted. You've already completed this mission. This is one of the things they've added, is episode replay. This is probably something that should have been in the game for a long time now, but they finally added it late last year, actually. This was in December. So now you can go back and play all of the levels. Unfortunately, you cannot play patrols again, which really screws me over, since there are patrol missions that give you a shitload of diplomatic XP, and since I beat them all before the diplomatic system was, I almost said installed, but that's not the right word. No, implemented. Yes. I'm shit out of luck, because now I have to grind constantly for diplomatic XP, and it says that I only have one more rank to go, and it says that I need 420 more diplomatic experience points, which is bullshit. I only need 42. The reason for that is diplomatic missions only give you points in multiples of 10. 10, 20, 30, etc. So it says 420, it means 42. You know, the zero at the end is literally to make you think that you're doing something useful, that you're accomplishing something and not grinding constantly, which is what you're doing. Would not have been the case if I had held off on the patrol missions, but then again, I wouldn't have been gaining any experience. So Let's go on with this mission. Vice Admiral, we have a delicate situation in Romulan space. The Alassians are independent from the Romulan Star Empire. Hundreds of years ago, the Alassians were some of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy, with technology that was far beyond what the Klingons, the Romulans, or the Federation had at the time. They could have become a major power in their own right. Instead, when they realized that their warlike ways would lead to their own destruction, the Alassians willingly rejected almost all technology and turned to a tribal way of life. Okay. Since then, they have isolated themselves, and even the Romulans have been content to leave them in peace. The Ayla system is one of the major sources of Topaline in the Quadrant. The Federation has sent an envoy to negotiate with the Alassian leaders for mining rights, and we are to do everything in our power to ensure that these talks go smoothly. Your orders are to patrol the Ayla system and keep an eye out for trouble. Nothing should disturb the negotiations until they are concluded. Patrol the Ayla system in the vendor sector of the Alpha Centauri sector block, and keep it safe until the trade negotiations are concluded. And for this, I will get a whole bunch of shit that I will sell because it's worse than what I have. Saturday's Child. Saturday's Child refers, I believe, to Akar himself, who briefly appeared as an infant in Star Trek: The Original Series. And this is the prototype bridge. You saw the captain's ready room over there, which is another new addition that has been implemented since last I uploaded footage. And there's really not much you can do in here. You can replay old missions from here. You can access trophies. You can put trophies up for here. And I of course, have put up trophies of the weapons I've taken from various shit that I've killed because I'm a tactical captain. You don't call me when you need some... clipping. I don't know why clipping... Weird. I don't know why clipping gets on my nerves. It just does. I'm a tactical captain. You don't call me when you need brain surgery. Ooh, I should set up the cast of characters for this, Oh, it's already been done. Alright. Yes, my crew has undergone some changes. I have quite a badass band now. And, can introduce them here. This is Raven. R-V-E-N. R''V-E-N. It's pronounced exactly the way you think. I mispronounced it just now. But this is pronounced exactly the way you think, and if you get the irony of that name, if you get why that name is ironic for me to use, bonus points for you. Of course, you guys have already met Pran, the big-ass brain motherfucker I took last time, who has a freeze ray. Explain that shit. A laser what freezes shit. He's not going to start breaking into a bunch of fucking ice puns, is he? I should have called him Mr. Freeze. God damn it! Missed moment of awesome. And a Borg crew member named 8 of 8, who is my embankment specialist, I guess you could call her. She is she's the one with the turrets, with the energy shields, with the drones. Basically, she's the one who just lays down all kinds of shit for the enemies to run into and get killed by, and all kinds of stuff that constantly replenishes my shields and health. They also added this. You can sit down. Holy shit. That's amazing. It's fucking astounding. Of course, you still can't edit the random shipmates, though. You still can't edit the random crew members. Their uniforms, I mean. So, you know, it's kind of jarring. That's why I'm wearing circa 25th century shite instead of the badass First Contact uniform that I love so much. Because, if you don't know the uniform I'm talking about, you saw it in the first set of footage I uploaded. It was that uniform. And they've actually improved the textures for that uniform, as well as the little comm badge accessory for it. So, That looks much better now. Maybe I'll show it later. But you can't change these guys. The plan is that you will be able to choose the uniforms for your crew, and when that happens, I will either go with the film uniform or I will go with just the regular TNG uniform, because I have a Galaxy-class Starship and a TNG bridge, and I will be making a video about the Galaxy-class Starship later on, depending on how long it takes to render this. Basically introducing you to the ship that I'm going to be flying around for the entirety of my playthrough of the game, because I will be playing through this game. I will be playing through the main plot of this game at some point, so I'm going to introduce you to my ship here at some point in the future. I'm going to show you how awesome it is and how absolutely fucking huge it is. But for now, we're going to leave the ship interior, return to tactical view, and we are going to go to wherever the fuck it was telling me to go. I wasn't paying attention. First we're going to open the journal and go to Romulan front. Let's see. Saturday's Child, make primary. Go to ALIS system. Now, normally I would have to slog across fucking dozens of sector blocks to get there, but because I have diplomatic ranks, I'm going to go straight to Starbase 39. Whee! They've improved this quite a bit. They've improved a lot of stuff. They've especially improved space dock. Earth space dock. Before it was like this weird looking space station thing, but they've actually changed that now to the actual space dock that was introduced in Star Trek 3, and you see pop up throughout TNG and Deep Space Nine. I believe you see it once in Voyager in like some sort of alternate timeline. I don't remember. Something to do with Harry Kim. Those of you who are familiar with Harry Kim probably know why I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, shite! Fuck. So, ALIS. Talis, Tefray. ALIS! There you are. Full speed ahead. I said full speed. What are we going at? Warp 9.97? Fuck that. Fuck safety. We are going at warp 20. The ship may explode. See how fast we're going. This is an ability you unlock when you reach Vice Admiral. It really would have been useful to be able to use it earlier in the game, because it makes traversing the sector blocks a little bit more bearable. And I say a little bit more bearable. I'm adjusting my mic constantly because this mic is a piece of shit and it doesn't really pick me up very well. So, what was it? Damn it, I'm tongue-tied now. Shit.